contributed anything. I'm talking with all integrity. I have only learned, and I have only gained. I didn't do anything for the community. So this is what I feel as a researcher.
Well, just to follow up, I'm from Brazil, born and raised, and I don't know if you're familiar with the situation of blacks in Brazil, but just to give a short, officially we're recognized now as 55% of the population, and the level of exclusion of Afro-Brazilians, I would say, is, pretty much equal to the United States back in the 60s, without the borders, without the signs. But it's just that when you need to talk about academia, it's even worse. It's like we do not have any participation whatsoever in how research is done, and especially in how research is done on us. So, but at the same time, Brazil has a long tradition of leftism and church-based grassroots work, and even the main issue of the conference of this meeting, race and leadership. Leadership training has been a great concern of grassroots work in Brazil among the left, and sometimes it includes blacks, sometimes it includes indigenous people, sometimes it includes women, but it never includes their specific problem. You just take that people that those people who are natural born leaders, and you work on their skills to work on, so that they can, raise their skills and become leaders, with an overall leftist proposal that generally excludes the point of view of blacks, of indigenous people, and of women. So we really came to a point in which we don't really think we're playing identity politics. We really think that if we don't start talking on our own behalf, we'll never be talked about at all, even if we are there. Because in being 55% of the population, sometimes it's really hard to disguise that there are black people or women, among social movements, but it's very easy to disregard their specific point of view and problems as black people and women. So this is one of the problems that we have to deal with. The other is our very awkward relation with academia, right? We have a long tradition of being studied, but we also have, been kept out of academia for this for the same long time. And now there's recently that some of us are coming into academia and trying to get together, and then trying to come up with some sort of basic point of view from which you can argue against. I'm not even talking about theoretical, just argue against the knowledge that is being created about us. And we're going through this process of criticizing everything that's been written about us since the late 30s, the last century. And even people who wrote on our side sometimes wrote things that today we disagree very much. There's a very famous sociologist in Brazil, leftist, all the way with the masses, and he just wrote that, oh yeah, Afro-Brazilians are very excluded, very marginalized, but you have to understand because of slavery, they have this problem with enemy, and I was like,